So I've just changed the CMOS battery on this computer, and I figured I would film myself putting the SSD back in place, because the first time I swapped this computer's HDD for an SSD, I had to figure everything out by myself. So I figured I'd film this. The reason that you can't simply swap the HDD for an SSD and simply work is that, and this is very obvious when you put the caddy in, the SSDs are oh so slightly thinner than the HDD. See this difference right here inside? So the SATA connector, if you just slide it inside, it'll just slide right under the connector and you effectively have no storage medium inside. And because of that, some forums and websites and things will say that you should buy a brace to pad this thickness out. It's bollocks. You don't need to waste your money. There is a way to just make sure that the connector is fastened into place and you won't have to spend a penny. So let's do this. So I'm gonna have to hold the camera because this camera has a very fiddly focus. If you look at right here, this that I'm illuminating right now is the SATA bus. It's where the gold finger right here should fasten to. And as you can see, inside right there where the SSD should lay is nothing. It's just a bare chassis. So we're going to use that to our advantage and use a small metal tool such as this cheap eyeglass screwdriver to guide the edge of the SSD and nice and firm and gentle and calm, make sure that it slides right into place. One thing that I should have said before is that when you're taking this cover out, if it's the first time that it's going out, it's probably going to be a little bit stubborn, so it's good to have a staple remover handy to pry it up. Just make sure that all screws are loose. So I'm going to try and find a good angle to film this. Let's hope for the best. Okay, I know the focus isn't the best, but it's the best I can make. So I'm sliding it in right here. Camera's a bit on the way, but I think it's good enough. And as the edge of the SSD appears right here, you see, I'll just prop it up with a screwdriver and gently guide it forth as I press, making sure that it makes snug contact like this. Sorry for the noise, there's a screwdriver in my elbow. This should be good. Now we just have to fasten these two screws back and then and then we're gonna flip it over and test it. So it just turns on by itself when you stick it into the mains. As you can see, it's complaining about the time and date, but that's just because I've just switched the CMOS battery. But you're going to want to run setup anyway, even if you didn't change the CMOS. Press F2, and then I've just set the time and date, but that's not relevant for you. You will just want to scroll down to onboard devices press enter and then go right down to flash cache module, press enter and then turn it off. Then you will go up to SATA operation and change the mode from AHCI to ADA and accept. You have to do it in this order, otherwise it won't let you change to ADA. And then you press X to exit and use save and exit, and it should work. It might take a couple of tries to get the SSD on the right place, so don't worry if it errors out right now, but yeah, that's why I still have the cover out, because if the placement isn't good, we can just unscrew the 2 screws and replace the SSD guided again with the screwdriver. But as you can see, it worked like a charm. No brace, no cache, just a cheap and reliable SSD. That's it. If you have any comments, questions, please comment. I hope my video helped you. Peace.